once you know what your swing anchor alignment is, the one that fits your body the best, what I want you to do is I want you to warm up with the stance that you used in the test, playing shots just like the test every time you go to the range. You can start with a sand wedge or a gap wedge, work on to a pitching wedge or a 9-iron, and up to an 8-iron during your warm-up. And so if you warm up this way every time you go to the driving range, you're going to find out that you're going to constantly reinforce subconsciously what your anchor point is, what your balance point is, and how your whole swing really evolves around that point. Okay? So let's say that you were somewhere in between. So again, you'd set up, pull that foot back about 3/4, create about a 9-inch gap, and then we'll go ahead and play some shots from there. Again, we'll find out exactly which one fits you, and once we know, you can stick to that one. Just for demonstration, I'm going to use the one where we're in between. Get a little bit more weight on the right foot, keep that right foot flat on the ground. And after you play, 4 or 5 shots with one wedge, you might want to move up to another wedge. And again, you play 4 or 5 more shots with that wedge, and you can move on to, say, a 9-iron or an 8-iron. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to want you to do is every time you step into a golf shot, I want you to step in with that alignment in mind, which means you're going to first step into the ball just like you're going to do the drill. So again, I'd step in with my left foot 3/4 way back with about 9 inches in between my feet. Alright? So now I'm in position to the ball. Now I can go ahead and move my left foot forward, my right foot back, and that's going to give me my basic stance. Your stance is going to be a little bit open because you're a rear anchor golfer. All rear anchor golfers have an open stance. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to tilt your sternum to the right. That's going to help you put the right amount of weight onto your right foot. If you tilt too far, you're going to feel tension and stress in your hips and your back. So all you need to do is just get enough of the tilt to the right that you have secondary tilt in your address position now. Alright? So again, we're going to start off just like we're going to play a shot for the warm-up drill. And if you're doing the warm-up drill all the time, this is going to be very easy. We go left and right. Add a little secondary tilt. I've got the right amount of weight on my right foot now. Now, I'm about, say 65-35 right now. You may be 70-30 or you may be 60-40. Again, once we know what your exact swing anchor alignment is, you'll be able to dial that in. Okay, so again, we step in, left and right, add my secondary tilt, then we just go ahead and play some shots. Again, step in just like you're going to do the drill. Left and right, add your secondary tilt. Now go ahead and play the shot. Now as I play these shots, you're going to notice that throughout the swing I'm maintaining that rear anchor balance up until the point I hit my full extension. From here I do have to release my posture completely up over my left side. That's something that you already do in your golf swing. But we need to synchronize it a little bit better, and these drills are going to help you do that. A lot of people think that because in the test we stay flat-footed on the right foot, that when you play full shots, I want you to stay on that back foot the whole time. That's incorrect. So we actually do need you to release your posture up to the finish. Okay? Step in just like the test. Left and right, secondary tilt, play the shot. Now we're going to take a look at the basic extension drill I want you to perform using your side-on cornering delivery action. You're going to step in with your basic rear anchor alignment. For you, it's going to be probably just right of center. From there, you're going to move into your extension position, trying to imitate what that 45-degree pass impact extension feels like. Okay, go ahead and readjust the golf ball and make a comfortable backswing and focus on delivering your swing through to that extension point. For you, you'll probably have to make smaller swings to begin with. We really want to try to nail that position where we're 45 degrees past impact. I tend to chase past it just a little bit because I'm an under golfer. Notice how my right shoulder stayed under, in that follow through. On this next one, I'm going to imitate getting that shoulder to level out as we get into that extension position. So as I go ahead and imitate it, look at how I'm going to go ahead and level out my shoulders now and point that clip down at that 45-degree angle.
As I play this next shot, I'm going to focus on getting through with a little bit more level shoulders and pointing that club more down at that 45-degree angle. We'll notice as I get to the end of the fall through here that I actually rotate a little bit past the 45-degree mark, but the club is still pointing downwards and my shoulders have leveled out nicely. Most likely you'll either chase or flip past the 45-degree mark in the beginning. Try to stay patient with it and don't let it get frustrating. Start smaller if you need to start smaller. Here we're going to take a look at what it looks like when we chase past that 45-degree mark. There's an urge to swing too big. You can see I've swung all the way through to the extension that was parallel to the ground that time. Sometimes you may even get a little too eager and swing even bigger. You may want to flip it a little bit more and you'll even swing past that full extension that's parallel to the ground. If you do so, it'll look like this. Once again, just make the swing smaller and try to dial in the motion.